Hello and welcome to Elizabeth's Craft Room for an introduction to Stampin' Up ink pads. This is for you if you are new to Stampin' Up, new to our ink pads and want to know a little bit about them. First question you always get is, how do I get it open? Well, see these little dots here? You're going to press away where those dots are, lift up and press to click that into place. Now your ink pad is ready to use. To close it, you put your fingers in the little tray piece here, pull towards you, lift it over the top and click that into place. The reason for this is that inks should always be stored upside down so that the ink surface of the pad is all inky and ready for you to use. So how this is designed, by the fact that that is closed like so, your ink pad is automatically upside down. So you also need to store your ink pads flat. Now when they're flat, if they're stacked up, you can only see the ends of them. So Stampin' Up provide you with stickers with the colour and the name of the ink to go on. You'll find those stickers when you first get your ink pad, they're blank on the end, and you'll find the stickers in lots of languages on the back. This one I've mostly taken off, so I've just got a Japanese one here. And so you just peel those off and put them on. So you'll put, if you're English, you'll put your English one on the front. I usually put the French one on the back. And then usually I take the German one and I chop the ends off and I put those on the inside. Now the reason I do that is because when the ink pad is shut, all of the inks look quite dark, but you can see then with the ink pad shut what colour it is that you're putting your ink pad into. One other thing to say about our inks is that if you give them a squeeze and then open them up, you will get a well of ink into the lid. Because our ink is water-based, that means that you can watercolour with it. So with an aqua painter, with a blender pen, both available from Stampin' Up, or even just with a regular paintbrush and some water, you can pick up that ink and you can paint with it. So another purpose, another way to use your ink pads. The final thing I'm going to show you is if by any chance you accidentally, and it's hard to do when you're trying, manage to disconnect the lid and the base. It can be done, and it's really annoying if you do it. So I'm going to show you how to put that back together. First, let's make sure you're putting it back together the right way round. The little bit with the dip in it is where you want the little bit with the little pokey out edges. That's the technical term, by the way. And that's what's going to go in. Now what you're going to do is you're going to line those up, but at a bit of an angle, oops, so that you can get them in. And you're going to squeeze that in like that, and your lid is back on. So just put them in at an angle and ease them in to that little hole. It doesn't happen very often, but if it happens to you, that's how you get your ink pad back in, and hopefully without too much ink on your fingers, although it is possible to get a little ink on while you're doing that. So there you go, that's your Stampin' Up Ink Pad 101 introduction to ink pads. Eventually you're going to need to re-ink it, could be many years before you do that, but when you do, go and have a look at my video on my quick tips video on re-inking. So thanks for visiting Elizabeth's Craft Room today for this little bonus quick tips video.